The fighting pride of the United Kingdom, the former unified heavyweight champion of the world, AJ Anthony Joshua. What's happening, all man? Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for stopping in once again, man. So we have some news, man. Joshua spotted training with legendary Floyd Money Mayweather. You know, this is a great look. You know, this is what I've been saying for a while now. You know, don't write off AJ. I mean, any advice or any, direction of coming back, man, he's taken on board. You know, flying overseas, going to 4 different trainers, man. Now being spotted with Floyd Money Mayweather. You know what I mean? This is definitely a good sign, you know, of how serious he really is. Putting pride aside, you know, I see Joshua really coming in with that Klitschko, attitude, man, and you might see him in a similar situation with Usyk, you know, coming there ruthless, fearless, something that he needs to do, man, you know, also sharpening up on his back foot, boxing, sharpening up on his punching, sharpening up on his counter punching, you know. So, I mean, all those things you can learn from Money Mayweather without a doubt, you know. You all know Mayweather is one of those guys, man, that's great on defense, great on counter punching, you know. Took Canelo to school, you know what I mean. Fought some great guys. Quite arguably the best in the world, you know. I mean, it's hard to say not because he hasn't lost. You know what I mean? So, I mean, AJ is definitely serious about this fight, man. And I believe it's a 50-50 fight for sure. Don't write him off. A lot of people are saying AJ's this, AJ's that, man, he's going to get knocked out. He shouldn't even be in the top 10. I mean, if you look at it in this view, Joshua's beaten most of the top 10. So, I mean, how can you not put him in the top 5? You know what I mean? He's beaten majority of the top 10. So, I mean, he deserves to be in the top 3 or 4 at least. You know what I'm saying? I mean, him and Wilder have both lost twice. So, I mean, you've got to at least put them as a draw, surely. I know that Wilder's loss was, you know, more closer. But, I mean, if you look at the fights and all that, man, surely you got to put them in the top 5. You got Fury, AJ, Usyk, Wilder, Joshua. Surely that's the top 5. You can't put Joshua in the top 10, I believe. You know, that's just my opinion. I mean, who else is there better than those guys in the top 5? Can you name one? If you can, drop a comment. Ranking-wise, beating opposition, you know, that in that sense. But yeah. Now let's talk Thurman versus Barrios pay-per-view fight. Let's talk about that, man. A lot of people are saying this isn't pay-per-view, man. You know, this is just not a good fight. You got to remember, though, Thurman is a guy that's really good at promoting himself, promoting fights. He's good at promotion. You know, that's something that you need in boxing. I mean, you look at these Paul brothers, you know, that's a clear example of good promotion. You know, these guys aren't even boxers, you know, and their promotion is that great that they are pay-per-view. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you got to consider that Thurman is one of those guys that belongs at the top because of his promotion. Keep in mind, he's only lost once. Keep in mind, he's been in a lot of injuries. I believe he was injured before the Porter fight, and that was fight of the year. Now, he hasn't looked the same. That's for sure, you know. Personally, I'll call him, you know, two year out of the year man, Thurman. You know what I mean? He hasn't been inactive, but again, you know, I'll put that to injury, or possibly just, you know, losing to a 40-year-old Pacquiao could do that to you. You know, sometimes when your pride's that high, and you think you're the best man, and someone beats you like that, sometimes you want to take a few times to see where you actually are. You know, that's just, you know, something that fighters do sometimes. You saw the similar situation with Foreman and Ali. You know, Foreman took off a lot of time after losing to Ali, and then came back being the oldest heavyweight champion in the world. So, I mean, it's never too late for Thurman. His opponent Barrios has only lost once as well. He's also fought a guy, Tank Davis, and he lost to him. That Tank Davis is ranked number 1 at the moment, I believe. And again, that's because of promotion. You know what I mean? That's all promotion. Yes, he has had a lot of good fights, but some other guys have had better resumes than him, for sure. And they're ranked lower than him. And again, man, that comes down to promotion. So that's a very key factor in this. You know what I mean? Anything with promotion, man, and you're good at it, get people tuned in, get people to pay for that fight. The undercard is also good. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, for me, the pay-per-views. I mean, it is what it is, man. You can't really change the fact that it is a pay-per-view. But I'm just saying that he does deserve Thurman to be at the top. Barrios, big shout out to him for changing weight and hopping into the hardest division for sure, in my opinion, which is the welterweight. The hardest, most skilled division, man. Where you got newcomers coming in, you got young guys coming in, man, all looking to take the number 1 spot. So I mean, if Barrios wins this, man, he's gonna jump straight up to the top, no doubt. So I mean, this is a great opportunity for him. For Thurman, man, we're gonna see where he's at. I think it is a good choice for him to fight Barrios. Just to see where he's at after the layoff. You know what I mean? It's never good to have a long layoff like that. Sometimes you do need a lower opposition or a warm-up fight. But Barrios is definitely one to look out for. He did give Tank a hard time, and it was a hell of a fight that they put up. You know what I mean? So I mean, I do like the fight myself. I think that Thurman wins. I think that Thurman's knockout ability and like I say, his confidence, man, and his self-belief is going to take him over the line to win that fight. Barrios, I mean, he is a good fighter, no doubt, but I think that with Thurman's power, with the hooks and all that, man, and the way that he fights, the way that he beat Porter and all that, man, he beat a lot of top guys. I believe that because he's fought top opposition, man, he's learned a lot more and he's more ready for that sort of fight, that sort of energy and, that sort of situation, man. I think that with the experience, I believe that Thurman wins by knockout. I think it's going to be close in the first 3-4 rounds, but I think once Thurman lands, I think that his power is going to speak for itself, and I believe that he's going to knock him out. But yeah, that's my take on it, man. I do like the fight. It is good to see Thurman back. He's saying that he now wants 3 years. Sorry, not 3 years. My apologies. He wants 3 fights this year. So I mean, that'll be good. I mean, if he gets past Barrios, which I'm expecting him to, I believe he is obviously going to be the favourite here in this fight. If he gets past them, what is next for him? I mean, I don't think that he will fight a guy like Boots or Ortiz. I think he'll go straight for the top, But that's just my take on it, man. I'm looking forward to the fight, man. Another good fight this weekend. Thanks for stopping by once again, man. I appreciate your time as always. Drop a comment, man. Let me know your take on the situations. And thanks for stopping by, man. Peace. God bless.